Hello, and welcome to the club. I'm Tom. This is our review show, and we're doing 50 Shades of Grey. It's porn, okay? I can't do it anymore. It's porn. This book has taken my innocence, my emotions. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, now this book is very hard for me to review for the single reason that I have never read anything like it before in my life. There was this occasion a few years ago where I started to read a Jackie Collins book. He looked good. For 49 years of age, he looked exceptionally good. But that was nowhere near as f***ed up as 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, seriously, where do people find the appeal in this book? Now, for starters, the entire thing is full to the brim of cliches, which, okay, is kind of acceptable because it's chick lit. I mean, for example, the main character's mother is on her 5th husband. She's constantly having new jobs. Anna, the main character, is a small-time average girl who's never been kissed. Her best friend is in love with her, and then she happens to meet this wealthy billionaire called Christian Grey, who's a private man that has this dark secret surrounding him that could possibly end up hurting Anna, but then when he's around her, he can't control himself, and then he essentially leads her to a sexual awakening. And dear God, it is an awakening, that's all I can say. I actually find it really hard that this stuff has made it into print for the single reason that it is porn. The only difference is that this porn is made of words rather than regret, self-loathing and a video camera. Now, as I said earlier, this book is so completely f***ed up, and I cannot see the appeal in it at all. Like, I've sat and read the thing, and still, I just can't see it. The character of Christian Grey is just this utter sexless monster, and just the whole book suffers from what I like to call the Twilight Syndrome. Like, what the author was going for at the beginning was this whole smouldery, sexy-eyed look that bared into a girl's soul with such feeling of love and lust. But then the guy has to dramatically turn his head away because he has such a dark secret that he's only gonna hurt the girl. Which, of course, is just complete and utter shite. Now, within 50 Shades, there are plenty of things that can be compared to Twilight, which is probably why the book is done so well, as all of these now grown-up twihards want something more. And so, here we go, I have 50 Shades of Grey. So I've actually written down a couple of the comparisons that I've just found, and this is just literally thinking for about 3 minutes. If I actually sat down and thought for it for a lot longer, I'd probably be able to make a lot more. But here's my list so far. Okay, we have Anna is Bella, we have Jose is Jacob, Christian is Edward, Anna is closer to her dad than she is to her mum, who is off with a new husband somewhere. Christian wants to buy Anna new things constantly and needs to make sure that she's safe. He also has a dark secret that may hurt Anna. It's as if Twilight was written by a middle-aged, normal woman that wasn't afraid of sex. Now, the whole idea behind the character of Christian Grey is supposed to be that he's this gorgeous, sexy character. He is supposed to be the perfect man. I mean, the author uses the words hot and sexy about 30 times whenever he's included in a chapter. But when reading it, what actually comes out is more Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction than anything that's supposed to be quote-unquote romantic. Like, Christian is really possessive over Anna. So much so that it sends from the, ooh, that's hot, he likes me, to the, oh dear God, what the hell are you doing? Get away from me. Stop stalking me, you freaky ass weirdo. And the real pain in the ass thing is that it becomes so annoying because it happens all the time. Now, this constant repetition has become somewhat of a theme for the book, because what 50 Shades actually is just a single scene that has been rewritten and retweaked and then copy and pasted over and over again. The characters meet up, he looks hot and sexy, he wants something from her, she says something, he looks angry, she looks worried, they have sex. Lather, rinse, repeat. The one thing that I will say in defense of this book is that the first 7 chapters, before all of the sex happens, whilst being boring and still full of chick-lit cliches, was actually quite good. Like, it kept me interested enough to keep reading. Like, I actually wanted to know what the deep dark secret was, and I did actually stick around to find out. But other than that, this book is a complete mess that has only gained its fame because it's so raunchy. And now, because it's in book form, people don't feel embarrassed about reading it, which they should, because it's porn. So yeah, so that was my review of 50 Shades. I can't believe I actually read that book, but anyway, so like, subscribe, visit wearethewritingpeople.co.uk. So next week we'll be looking at Snow White and the Huntsman, so go and sharpen your Kristen Stewart pitchforks, and I'll see you next week, guys.